We have all been told that making money online means grinding for months, building some massive personal brands, or learning some crazy new skill. But that is far from the truth. When I first started, I had none of that. No big following on social media, no fancy setup, not even the confidence to show my face on camera, and still, this business model has made me over $170,000 in less than 18 months. So, if you have ever thought you don't have enough time, you're not tech savvy, or you don't want to risk a lot of your money, this video is exactly for you. Because in this video, I'm going to share 4 simple steps that will help you to understand how you can also start making money by selling digital products through social media. Let's dive in. So now that you know what is possible and how simple this can be, let's talk about what I actually mean when I say selling digital products. Right now, with the rise of AI and all the information overload, people out there are actually looking for simple and quick solutions that they can find, download, and apply instantly without having to sit through another long course. This is the reason why digital products are exploding. They literally cost you nothing to make, are genuinely helpful, and literally help people to get faster results. And the best part, you just create them once, post them online, and then they keep selling for you while you're just doing other things. A digital product can be as simple as a planner, a budgeting sheet, a habit tracker, a Notion template, or even a checklist. Basically, anything that helps someone to solve a small and a specific problem. And no, you do not need to be a designer to create a digital product. You just need to understand how you can actually package your knowledge and experience in the form of a digital product. That is how exactly I built this into my 6 figures online business, by selling digital products that actually help people. Alright, let's get into the fun part, because I am literally going to walk you through each and every step so that you can start building your digital product business right away. And it all starts with the very first step, which is one of the most important steps, and that is choosing a niche. This is going to be the foundation of everything that you're going to build, but this is also the place where a lot of people mess up. But since you're in this video, I want you to do this step very clearly. So instead of rushing it, take a moment and think about what your foundation really is. What you actually want to do is focus on one small and specific problem inside that broader niche, something that people genuinely needs help with. For example, instead of choosing personal finance as your whole niche, what you can do is you can simply focus on personal finance for students and create budgeting templates for them. And the same goes for other niches as well. Another example could be self-improvement. Instead of taking self-improvement as a whole niche, you can actually focus on self-improvement for moms and then create your digital products accordingly. Now that you understand what makes a good niche, let's talk about how you can actually find yours without all the overwhelm. And we are going to do it in 3 simple steps. Step 1 is start with you. Ask yourself what people already come to you for advice about. What do you enjoy talking about, or just know a little more than other people? You do not need to be an expert here. You just need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of the person that you're trying to help. And the goal here is to start with something that feels very natural to you. Because when you decide a niche that you really enjoy doing, creating content and creating products will actually become very, very easy for you. Now moving to step 2, and that is validate your idea. Before you move to next step of creating the digital product, it is really important that you actually validate the idea or the niche that you're thinking to go in. Go to Etsy, Gumroad, or even TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube and look for digital products that are already selling well in the area that you are interested in, because that is going to be your free market research. This research will show you what people are already buying out there and how you can actually turn your ideas into into the better version. Once you have explored a few ideas, now is the time to narrow down your niche, which is actually your step 3. So what we are going to do here is, if you have come up with a broader topic, you're going to see how you can narrow it down. Because remember, rather than choosing personal finance as your niche, focus on personal finance for students. Or rather than choosing self-improvement as your niche, focus on self-improvement of women. That means rather than going very broad, come up with that one specific area that you really want to focus on, because the more specific ideas and the more clarity that you have on your niche, the better it is. And hey, if you need any more help with this part, I am going to link my niche clarity workbook in the description. You can check it out, because this workbook is actually going to help you understand your niche in a better way. And once you do all of this and you have your niche figured out, I want you to give yourself a big round of applause, because now is the time to move to our second step, which is creating a digital product. First of all, you're not going to complicate all of this. When I say that we are going to create a digital product, that means we are going to create a digital solution to a specific problem. That's it. Now that digital solution can be in the form of a checklist, a small guide, a PDF, an ebook, a mini course, a Notion template, a planner, a challenge, and so much more. The goal here isn't to build something massive, it is to build something useful. But how do you actually do that? It all starts by asking yourself this one question: what is the fastest and the simplest way that I can help someone solve this problem? If your niche is helping college students manage their money, you could create a one-page Google Sheet that automatically calculates their totals. If your niche is helping busy moms stay consistent with their habits, you could design a cute printable habit tracker that they can use every morning. And finally, if your niche is helping dog owners train their pets, you could use AI to create a short practical guide that solves one specific training problem. At this point, I have literally seen so many people who just end up chasing perfection, and they end up spending so many months on their first product that they never launch it. But I don't want you to get into that pressure. And remember, your first product is not your last product. It is the first time that you're creating a digital product. Just do it, give your 100%, don't chase perfection, get it done, launch it, because along the way, we are absolutely going to improve. So start small, keep it simple, and make it so easy for someone to use. You can always update, improve, or redesign your product when people start using it and giving you feedback. Once your product is ready, save it as a downloadable file, and now it is the time to move to step 3, and that is setting up our sales page. This is the place where people can actually see what you have created, why it is valuable, and then make a decision whether they want to buy it or not. Think of it like your personal salesperson, which actually works for you 24/7. But if you don't get this right, it won't be able to convince people to actually buy your product. And that is why your sales page needs to communicate very clearly and do its job the right way. Even if your product is amazing, but if the sales page does not highlight its value properly, people will scroll past it and they are not going to buy it. To make sure that does not happen, you need your own space online where you can control everything, from whatever you write into your sales page to the pricing to how you actually connect it to people and make it relatable so that people can buy your product from you. And for that, I personally use Systemy.io. It is simple, it is free to start with, and it actually gives you everything that you need to sell your digital products, even if you're starting from scratch. Plus, you also get sales page templates. That means you don't have to build your sales page from scratch, because if you're starting for the first time, this part is going to take you so long. But Systemy.io makes it super simple for you and gives you templates that you can customize according to your own branding. And no, this video is not sponsored. I genuinely love Systemy.io. I recommend it to all of my students, and since you are a part of my YouTube community, I highly highly recommend you to start with Systemy.io as well. If you want to sign up, the link is going to be in the description. Make sure you check it out because this is a wonderful tool. Before we proceed ahead, I really want to clear out this one thing, that your sales page does not need to look fancy, because if your sales page is not doing these 4 things, it is of no use. So this is how you're going to do it in the right way. First, make it clear. Explain what exactly your product is and who it is for. Then build connection. Talk about the problem that your product solves and how it actually makes someone's life easier. Let's look at a few quick examples so that you can actually see all of this in action. If you have created a budget tracker for students, your transformation could something be like, this tracker helps you stay on top of your spending so you can finally save money without cutting out everything you love. If you have created a habit tracker for busy moms, you could say, this helps you stay consistent with your daily routines so that you can feel organized and in control even on your busiest days. And if your product is a dog training guide, try something like this. This helps you train your dog step by step so that you can enjoy peaceful walks and stress-free days together. Did you see how each of these examples talk to one person and talks about the transformation and not just the features? That is what exactly makes people buy your product. And finally, your call to action that actually tells people what to do next. Some of the examples for your call to actions can be download it now, get instant access, or start using it today. To wrap up, I want you to think of your sales page as a short, friendly, and crisp conversation. Someone lands on it, understands what it is, think, wow, it is for me, and then they make the decision to purchase your product. That's it. Once it is up, your sales page is actually going to work as your digital salesperson. But here's the catch. If no one gets to see your sales page, crickets, you're not going to get any sales, which actually brings us to step 4 of this video, and that is getting the eyeballs. Now that your sales page is also ready, now is the time to actually bring people to it, because even the best product will not sell if people don't know that it even exists. And to be very honest, just like you, this part used to scare me the most. I mean, when I first started, I was so shy on camera. I didn't know what to say, how to look natural, or even how to show up confidently. But over time, I learned something that literally changed everything for me. People don't buy from perfect creators. They buy from real people they know, like, and trust. That is the real secret. It is not about becoming the best marketer or putting that flashiest video out there. It is about sharing value, being genuine with people, and just build connection. When people see you show up, share value, and speak with genuine energy, they start to trust you. And once they start trusting you, buying from you starts feeling natural. So yes, if you want to grow your sales, you will need to show up on camera. And I know it can be uncomfortable in the beginning, and especially if you have never done this before. But trust me, this is how you're going to separate yourself from the crowd. And in this way, you will also be one step ahead from the people who are still hiding behind text posts or different templates. You don't need expensive equipment, so you don't need to have a fancy setup. Just use your phone in which you're watching this video right now. Literally use the phone, hit record, and just start recording your very first video. Post it online, stay consistent, and literally start helping people through your content. And once people see that you're sharing value in your content, they will start building connection with you. And when you start building connection with people, you will start getting sales of your digital products. And just like that, you have the entire roadmap on how you can start your digital product business even if you're starting from scratch. Remember, you don't have to chase perfection. You just need to start and stay consistent. And if you're ready to take it even further and turn this into real income, I would highly recommend you to check out my program, which is Passive Creators Hub. Inside this program, I literally walk you through each and everything step by step so that you can go from zero to your real digital product sales in less than 30 days. I'm going to link it in the description. Make sure you check it out. I hope this video helped you, and now I'm gonna see you in the next one.